Life in prison or the death penalty.
A public defender with ties to Tucson now has the tall task of defending Zohar Tsarnaev in the penalty phase of his trial. Defense attorney Judy Clark has helped high-profile criminals, including the January 8th mass shooter, avoid capital punishment.
9 on your sides, Justin Schecker sat down with the Tucson attorney who says she's got a good shot at doing the same during the Boston Marathon bomber's sentencing.
Public defender Judy Clark negotiated the plea deal that kept the mentally ill Tucson mass shooter off of death row. Attorney Mike Picaretta represented the family of slain Judge John Roll.
Her job was not to defend his actions or put him back on the streets. Her job was to save his life.
Now Clark will try to convince at least one juror in Boston to spare the life of convicted marathon bomber Zohar Tsarnaev.
It was obvious that he was involved in these awful acts. So she began the defense of his life in the guilt stage because there was no issue as to that.
Clark argues Tamerlan Tsarnaev was the mastermind of the 2013 Boston Marathon bombings, and that he manipulated his younger brother. Prosecutors say evidence shows the then 19-year-old was an extremist who wanted to punish America.
She's there because she has a deep commitment to the criminal justice system and a deep commitment to preserving life, even life of the worst of the worst.
Clark successfully secured life in prison sentences for Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, Olympic Park bomber Eric Rudolph, and 9/11 plotter Zacarias Moussaoui. Picaretta says she's got a realistic chance to add her latest client to that list.
Some on the jury may feel that they don't have to execute this individual to vindicate the rights of the victims, that simply locking him up in prison, and believe me, he's going to go to the highest security prison possible, is a far worse fate.
And in 52 years, the federal government has only executed 3 convicted killers. Judy Clark defended the most notable, Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh. The penalty phase for Tsarnaev's trial begins early next week. Guy?
Justin, thank you.